Good morning, guys. I hope you are all good and ready for today. If it's your first time, please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and comment so that you're always updated when we are live. If it's your first time as well, feel free to join our WhatsApp link, which is in the description of this video, or you just text that number anytime, anywhere in real time, then you can connect with us. Without wasting much time, this is a 2023 paper which was written on the 5th of May. I think it was a supplementary test, so it will be good for your preparation as you are writing your grade 12 maths paper 1 and paper 2 in June. I think in the next couple of weeks you'll be writing as well. Without wasting much time, let's get down to the business of the day. So we will start with algebra. Then after 30 minutes we do other section, which is basically number patterns, until we finish the paper. Hopefully by Sunday we'll be able to finish even paper 2, so that you guys can always keep up the standard and keep up working. Guys, don't stop asking us questions in the WhatsApp group. We are here to assist you, we are here to help each other. The goal is for you to pass. Let's get down to the business of the day. Let's go, let's go. Now we can see properly that this is a national certificate examination, which was written this year. Actually, it's maths paper 1, May or June 2023. As you can see, you read your rules. Please make sure that you read all the instructions so that you don't do mistakes. Where it's supposed to round to decimal, do the same thing. Let's go, let's go. I'm so excited, super excited. Question number one. Question number one. 1.1. Now we are given solve for x. So how are we going to solve for x? 1.1.1, it's saying x squared minus 7x plus 12 is equal to 0. Let's solve this. So you can solve this in either two ways. The first way in which you can solve this is by looking for factors, but at this point, if you can't look for factors, don't worry, because we have this formula which says x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. Then after that, you can substitute the value of b and a and c, because we know that this is the same as a. Let's change the pen. So this will be a, this will be b, this will be c. So you'll be substituting those values and put it in the bus. People call it the bus because it's straightforward. So if you don't know how to find factors, just use these values and put them in the quadratic equation. But if you know how to find factors, definitely you can see this would be x, then that's 12. We find 12 by saying 4 times 3. So if we have 4 here and we have 3 here, now how can we get negative 7? Negative 4 minus 3 equal to 0. Then let's go. X minus 4 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to 4, or x is equal to 3. Just like that, boom, you already have your whole 3 marks. Wow. 3 marks, 1 minute. Now let's go 1.1.2. Now they are saying on 1.1.2, let's check it out, let's zoom it in. We are given x 3x plus 5 equal to 1. Then after that, they say correct to 2 decimal places. When you are writing, the moment you see correct to 2 decimal places, don't even think. Quadratic equation, straightforward. So let's formulate our quadratic equation, and we can use our quadratic formula. Let's go. So this will be equal to 3x times 3x, that will be 3x squared plus 5x equal to 1. Then this is the same as 3x squared plus 5x minus 1 equal to 0. Then with our quadratic equation, x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Let's substitute the values in. X will be equal to negative 5 plus or minus square root of negative 5, positive 5 squared minus 4ac O divided by 2a. Then let's look for the value of a. Here is my Casio calculator, guys. You can see it. Make sure that when you're going to your exam, you now know how to use your Casio calculator to get the correct values. So let's calculate them first. Let's calculate them first. So when we calculate them, we can see that the first x value will be equal to what, and another one will be equal to what. If you're joining with us, just type something on the comment section so that we see what was your answer. What did you get when you were solving that same problem? What did you get? What did you get? What did you get? So I am getting 0,18, or x is equal to negative 1,85, because they said to the nearest two decimal places. Just like that, we're done. Let's get out of there. Get out of there. Don't waste time, because you have only 3 hours to finish the whole paper. Now, we are given 1.1.3, which is an inequality. So we are given x squared less than negative 2x plus 15. Oh, this is great. This is an inequality, so we know how to solve an inequality by now. How do we do it? We start by transposing everything. That will be x squared plus 2x minus 15 is less than 0. Then after that, we calculate the critical values. This will be x squared plus 2x minus 15 equal to 0. Then we solve for x. Again, if you don't know how to look for factors at this stage, don't worry, we are here to save you. What do? You just use x is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac, or divide by 2a. This one will always be there for you to save the day. So always know that you have the quadratic equation, which you can use anytime, anywhere, anytime, any second. Great. Now this will be x. Then we look for factors. For 15, we can see that we can have 5 and 3, because 5 times 3 is 15. Then we can see that in order for us to get positive 2, this one should be positive, this one should be negative. Then after that, we can see that x plus 5 is equal to, let's do this, x plus 5 is equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equal to 0. Then x will be equal to negative 5, or x will be equal to 3. Just like that. Just like that. Then after that, we are not done. We only get the critical values. Now let's see, where is our solution? So we have negative 5 and 3 here. Then now looking for our solution, when we substitute here, it's either it's in between here or out here. So what's the value between negative 5 and 3? We can say we have 0 somewhere here. So when we substitute 0 here in our equation here, this will be 0 squared plus 2x minus 15. Then we'll get negative 15. And we can see that negative 15 is less than 0. So definitely our answer will be x element from negative 5 to 3. Or you can say x, let's do this, negative 5 less than x less than 3. Then after that, you live happily ever after. Now let's proceed to the next question. Let's proceed, let's proceed, let's proceed. I'm so excited about this. Now on the next question, we are given, let's check it. Yes, here we go. We are given 1.1.4, which is saying 2 square root of 1 minus x equal to x minus 1. This is easy. We are playing around with sets. We are playing around with the rules of sets and just removing the square root. How do we remove the square root? We square both sides. Then this will be now 4, 1 minus x equal to, then we square this will be x minus 1 multiplied by x minus 1. Then let's go, 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times this, negative 4x equal to x times x, x squared, minus x minus 2x plus 1. 0 is equal to x squared minus 4x minus 2x plus 4x plus 1 minus 4. Then 0 is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3. Then again, we look for factors, or you use your quadratic equation. But since we now know how to find this or to solve this even without using a quadratic equation, then we know that this should be, definitely we have 1, we have 3. So this should be positive, this should be negative. Then after that, we can see that then x minus 1 equal to 0, or x plus 3 is equal to 0. Then your x will be equal to 1, or your x is equal to negative 3. But you're not yet done. You're not yet done. Substitute these values in this original equation to see that which one of these values will give you a correct answer. So substituting 1 there, that will be 2. 1 minus 1, 0. That's great. 1 minus 1, 0, which means 1 is good. Let's look at negative 3. Negative 3, that's 1 minus 3, it's 2. Sorry, it's 4. Then square root of 4, it's going to be 2. Then we can actually see that negative 3 is not valid. So therefore, our x value should be equal to 1. Conclude. Then after that, let's proceed to 1.2. Let's proceed to 1.2, guys. 1.2, we are given 3 to the x plus y equal to 27, and we are given that other one. So I love it when we just break it down fast. We know that 3x plus y is equal to 3 to the 3. We are now playing around with the exponents. So we can do that fast without wasting our time. We can use our calculator again to find the factors of 27. So you press 27 equal to, then you press shift and that button which is saying fact. It will show you the factors, which is 3 to the 3. Now after that, let's do this so we can actually see that, oh, okay, this is where we are. Then now we can just solve this thing. This is now easy already. This will be x plus y equal to 3. This is our equation 2. Then this was our equation 1. Then we can make x the subject of the formula. Then this is our equation 3. Now again, we substitute 3 into 1. Okay, we substitute 3 into 2, sorry, so that you can get the value of y. So where we see x, we'll place 3 minus y. So this will be 3 minus y all squared plus y squared equal to 17. Great, let's go. Now let's just play around and let's solve this. This is now straightforward because this will be 3 minus y times 3 minus 1 plus y squared equal to 17. Then 3 times 3, that's 9. Negative 3 times plus negative 3, that's negative 6y plus y squared equal to 17. That should be 2y minus 6y plus 9 equal to 17. Then that should be 2y squared, sorry, minus 6y. Then 9 minus 17, 9 minus 17. Then we get negative 8 there equal to 0. Then we divide all through by 2. That will be y squared minus 3y minus 4 equal to 0. Then after that, you can look for the values or for the factors of y. So y, this will be minus, we have 4 and we need 3, so definitely we need to have 4. We also need to have 1. If it's negative here and this one is positive, it's going to give us that. Then our y value will be equal to 4, or y is equal to negative 1. Then after that, what's next? We just solve for x. So now we substitute y values in equation 3. So x now will be equal to 3 minus y, in this instance is 4, or x is equal to 3 minus 1, this will be negative 1, or x is equal to 4. Then after that, we live happily ever after. Then we already have our 4 marks, our 6 marks. We are already good. We are almost level 4. Now let's go to 1.3. That's a level 7 question. My teacher used to say that that's a level 7 question, but let's try to attempt it. Let's see how we can manipulate it so that we can get what we want. So in 1.3, we can see that we are given 1 over root a plus root 2 plus 1 over root 2 plus root 3 plus 1 over root 3 plus root 4 plus dot 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 plus 1 over root 99 plus 1 over root 200, sorry. Now what can we deduce? What can we see this? We can actually see the first thing, that this is not going to be an arithmetic sequence or a geometric sequence. So they want you to think. So let's see how I am thinking. I also want to see you guys showing me your solutions on how you think as well. Okay, so me, I think the first thing which you can see, that we can use this formula according to what I can see here. A minus b times a plus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. Yeah, that's the first step. Then after that, if we take a equal to 1 over square root and b equal to 1 over square root, then we can end up having open bracket square root of n plus 1, because we can see that this one is square root 1, the other one is now plus square root 2, then square root 2 plus 3. So it's like n plus 1. Then when we subtract, so let's just start by saying root n plus 1 plus root n. Then after that, we have another one, root n plus 1 minus root n. Okay, so we are trying to rationalize and solve this as fast as we can. So when we solve this, we can see that this will be equal to root n plus 1 all squared minus root n all squared. Then this should be n plus 1 minus n. This is 1. Then after that, we can see that, oh, okay, now this is 1. Now we can actually see that 1 over root n plus 1, let's say like this, 1 over root n plus root n plus 1 is the same as root n plus 1. Let's see, is the same as root n plus 1 plus root n. Yes, it should be the same like this. Then after that, we can solve it. So therefore we can write this in terms of the sum. Okay, so in terms of the sum, this should be 1 over root n plus root n plus 1 equal to root n plus 1 minus root n. Now we are rationalizing it so that we can get what we want. So this will be root n plus 1, of course, plus root n. Then we multiply by its conjugate, which is root n plus 1 minus root n. Okay, then after that, we can see that we get root n plus 1 minus root n. Then from that, now we can write what we have here. So this can now be, then let's just say, then this will be root 2 minus root 1 plus root 3 minus root 2 plus root 4 minus root 3 plus, until we reach plus root 100 minus root 99. Without using a calculator, we are getting to where we want. So we can see that this and this simplifies to, or this can be written as, root 100 minus root 1, which is equal to 10. Sorry, here we go. Root 100 minus root 1, this will be same as 100. Root 100 is 10, root 1 it's 1, then we have 9 as our answer. This is quite heavy, but you're able to solve it. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Share with friends, with family, so that they can know that in Yebo Tutor we are preparing you guys for the June exams. Till we meet again, have a great day ahead.